Where the Dawson Trail curves through Manitoba's heartland, the village of Lorette rises gently from the banks of the Seine River. Once called Petite Pointe des Chênes, it was a waypoint, a settlement, and now a community that remembers. In the 1860s, Métis and French-Canadian families began carving homesteads from the tall grass prairie. The names Gauthier, Lagimodière, Marcoux are still spoken here. These were river lot farms, long and narrow, with each family's land touching the Seine, lifeblood for fishing, watering, and travel. Winters were harsh, summers fertile. Ox carts rolled past log homes. Families planted crops by hand, raised livestock, and gathered at mission chapels to celebrate births, baptisms, and harvests. In January of 1877, Father Joseph Thomas Quivillon became Lorette's first resident priest, a guiding presence in a growing parish and a steady hand through decades of change. In the summer of 1894, construction commenced, under the direction of Auguste Gauthier, serving as both architect and builder, with rock foundations laid by Édouard Morin and François Mondor. The vision of Notre-Dame-de-Lorette began to materialize. The church was completed in the fall of 1900, standing as a testament to the dedication and faith of the community. Upon entering, one is greeted by an atmosphere where time seems to slow. The vaulted ceilings are adorned with vibrant paintings of biblical scenes by Louis Eustache Monti, illuminated by the filtered light from century-old stained glass windows. High above, 3 bells, cast in Haute-Savoie, France, echo across the prairie, each engraved to honor saints, priests, and pioneers. Together, they ring in harmony, their resonance cascading like waves across the open land, carrying a melody that feels both timeless and sacred, as though the heavens themselves are answering back. Life was built around the rhythm of seasons and the rhythm of the church, faith, farming, family. Evenings were lit by kerosene lamps, homes warmed by wood stoves, and children taught to respect the land and each other. Just behind the church lies the village cemetery. Generations rest there. Pioneers, priests, children. Names etched in weathered stone, their stories told in every mass and memory. Lorette's journey in education began with one-room schoolhouses. École Lorette Est opened in 1880. In October 1898, 2 new schools followed, Lorette West and Lorette Center School, District Number 992, all coexisting side by side. In 1966, Lorette built a consolidated high school, which later became a co-op grocery, and today houses families in an apartment block. As Lorette grew, so did its schools. Dawson Trail School now teaches kindergarten to 8th grade in English, serving Lorette and surrounding farms. École Lorette Immersion came next, then École Lagimodière joined in under la division scolaire Franco-Manitoban. Finally, Collège Lorette Collegiate opened its doors as Lorette's modern high school, offering both English and French immersion. From humble wooden walls to full-scale campuses, Lorette's schools tell a story of growth, adaptation, and the community's unwavering belief in both heritage and progress. The St. Joseph nuns arrived with a mission: to teach, to serve. Their convent became a spiritual and social anchor in early Lorette. When their time ended, the mission remained. Their building now houses the head office of the division scolaire Franco-Manitoban. The torch passed from nuns to teachers, but the spirit of care and education continues, alive in both language and legacy. The Seine is more than a river. its memory in motion. It has witnessed every chapter, from Red River carts crossing in spring, to children skipping stones, to sandbags lining its shores in times of flood. Quietly, it has carried stories downstream, of baptisms and bonfires, of cattle and crayfish, of old friends who sat along its bends to watch the sun dip behind the trees. Flowing through time, the Seine connects us, not just to each other, but to everyone who's ever lived along its banks. Much has changed. The dirt roads are paved. The French Mass now shares the space with English voices. The land that once held horse corrals now holds memories of markets, milestones, and everyday moments. But the soul of Lorette, it's still here, in the sound of church bells, in the smell of fresh-cut hay, in the laughter at soccer fields, in the way neighbors wave at each other from across the street. Lorette has grown beyond its francophone roots, but it has never forgotten them. It is a mosaic of cultures, generations, and dreams, stitched together by the trail, the church, and the river. Be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more journeys into Manitoba's hidden gems and untold stories.